Hello there. In this video I'm going to look at how you install the Screen ProTech Anti Glare kit for the virtual cockpit and the center console in the Q4 E-Tron. I've already done a video about how to install the kit on the center screen. I'll put a link up above if you want to see that video. There's a bit more detail about the contents in that video. I'll just show you a speedy up version of that just now, and then we'll get onto the installation. So in the kit you get the film, a cloth, a squeegee, a little spray bottle with some soap in it which you fill up with water, and that's all you need. Starting with the virtual cockpit then, you can see as standard quite a bit of reflection on the screen when you try and take photos of it, and you can see that a bit when you're driving depending on the lighting. So just like before, give it a spray and a good wipe down to get rid of any dust. And then give it another little wipe with a squeegee just to make sure there's nothing else on the surface. And we'll give it another little spray down with the soap, and I'm going to spray both the back and the front of the film as I peel it from its backing. So both sides of the film, and I get a little spray with the soapy water, as well as the virtual cockpit itself. Now it's important to note here, the film is cut slightly bigger than the virtual cockpit itself, so you've got to maneuver it a bit to slip it underneath the edges. So it looks like it doesn't quite fit because it looks like it's slightly too big. It's meant to be like that. You've got to tuck it under the edges and then you can squeegee it out. It's got another little bit of soap there, so I've got plenty on the surface for sliding about. And then gradually work out all those little bubbles. So remember, it has to be tucked in behind the plastic trim. It's slightly bigger than the area that it's covering. Once you're happy you've got all the bubbles out, give it a little gentle dry round about the edges just to get the excess soapy water off. It will take a few days for any remaining little bubbles just to kind of dry up as the film cures onto the screen. So just after the installation you can see much less reflection but without affecting the clarity of the instruments. And here's the before and after shot just so you can see how the two compare. Moving on to the center console, this is my pet peeve. It's the amount of fingerprints and tiny little scratches and things that this thing picks up on the piano black. As you can see, after a few days, if you don't wipe it all the time, it just ends up a mess. So same as before, spray it down, give it a good wipe, get rid of any marks. Remember, go right underneath the heating controls, up beyond where the hazard light switch is. And again, I'm giving it a good soaking with the soapy water. As I'm peeling it off the backing film, I'm spraying both the front and the back with the soapy water. place. Now the hardest part of this is trying to see the top end because it goes away underneath the heating controls and there's not much lighting under there. We've got all the good spray down and squeegee out. And this is slightly trickier because there are cutouts in it. So it's not just one big flat piece. As you can see, my big clumsy hands keep moving it as I'm trying to do it. Like that. But with a little gentle work, get all the bubbles out. And again, it'll take a couple of days for it to cure and for any remaining bubbles to work their way out. And the end result, the centre console has that satin look. Still feels smooth to the touch, but will be far less susceptible to fingerprints and scratches. I'll give it a few days for the film to cure on the centre console, and then I'll give it a wipe down to get rid of the soap marks. I'll do a full review of the kit once I've lived with it for a while, and we'll see how it goes. Right, that's all I've got for you in this video. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.